Hello, and welcome to the Manatee County School District Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Nashira, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Manatee District Virtual College Fair. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Temple University.
Fabulous. Hello, everyone. My name is Monica Sobolewski. I'm actually the Regional Assistant Director of Admissions. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed share instead of present. I'm the Regional Assistant Director of Admissions at Temple. So I've been with Temple for about 2 years. Temple is a top-ranked public research institution based in North Philadelphia. As Philadelphia's public institution, Philadelphia and Temple University was really founded on humble roots, and our goals still remain the same today. And that's really to provide all of our students really great access to a world-class education at an affordable price. And Temple is a national leader, not only within education, but also research as well as healthcare. Temple is a really large school, but also provides our students that really small, campus, actual traditional environment. So campus is really only about a mile wide by a mile long and kind of just a really big square, which provides our students, like I said, that traditional campus atmosphere within that large urban setting of Philadelphia. So when you visit campus, there are definitely going to be many things that you'll notice. But one great thing that I think is very unique that you'll notice is all the multitude of food trucks that we have sitting on our campus every single day. We have about 27,000 undergraduate students in a total of 17 schools and colleges. 12 of those are at an undergraduate level, and the other 5 are our professional schools. So we have a dental, medical, law, pharmacy, and a podiatry school at the professional level. We have over 150 different undergraduate majors for our students to choose from as a first-year student. Some popular majors for our incoming first-year students, they roll into business programs as well as healthcare programs, as well as communication and visual and performing arts. I would say that the most competitive programs that we have on campus would probably be our musical theater program, as well as our nursing program. If you are admissible to Temple University, then you are admissible to most of our programs. With that being said, some select majors within the Tyler School of Art and Architecture would also require a portfolio review with your admissions application, and then select majors within our Boyer College of Music and Dance, as well as that musical theater program that I already mentioned in our theater, film, and media arts, will also require an audition piece with your application as well. We have over 300 different clubs and student organizations for our students to get involved in, which definitely will help you make more of those connections, not only socially, but professionally during your time at Temple. We have 18 Division I athletic teams, and we participate in the American Athletic Conference. Our athletics really provide a huge sense of school spirit, whether that be attending a home football game at our Lincoln Financial Field, which is actually home to the Philadelphia Eagles, or playing a basketball game at one of our Leo Course Center on campus. Research is a really large part of who we are at Temple University. We are an R1 Carnegie Classification Research Institution, which is a big mouthful, but really we just have top tier researchers coming to our institution to conduct their research, but also your professors. Our students, even at the undergraduate level, are able to participate in research through something called the Diamond Research Scholars Program across any school or college, not just your typical STEM field programs as well. I think our greatest resources that we have at Temple is our location to the city of Philadelphia. We have about 18 Fortune 500 companies within an hour's drive of Philadelphia. Philadelphia is also a really prominent hub for not only the arts and the culture, but also history, sports, dining and entertainment, as well as transit and travel, as well as education. We have 2 subway stops on campus, making it very easy to get in and out of the city for internships, jobs, networking events, as well as just really being able to immerse yourself within the rich culture that Philadelphia does have to offer. Experiential learning and professional development really help our students grow during their time at Temple. We have something called the Philadelphia Experience, which is going to allow you free or discounted tickets to city landmarks, as well as just different events that are going on throughout the entire city of Philadelphia. I think that we are an extremely diverse university. Philadelphia is a diverse city to begin with. which then also leads to a very diverse university on our campus. We enrolled our largest diverse student body of the first year class this past semester, which is fantastic. In addition to our main campus in Philadelphia, we actually have 2 international campuses. Our Japan campus is the oldest foreign university within Japan. Our students can spend all 4 years on our Japan campus and never step foot in Philadelphia and graduate from Temple. Our Rome campus is a little bit different. It's not a degree awarding campus. However, you can spend your very first year on our Rome campus through a program called TRE, Temple Rome Entry Year, and then transition back to our main campus in Philadelphia to finish out the remainder of their degree. Those are not the only 2 locations you can study abroad. There are over 200 other partnership programs that we have throughout the world. When it comes to the application, we are Common App exclusive, and we have 2 deadlines. Early action deadline for our seniors that are sitting in this call right now is right around the corner for November 1st, and you'll hear a decision no later than January 10th. Our regular decision deadline is February 1st. And typically, just note that we do prioritize reading of our early action applicants prior to ever reading any of our regular decision applicants. So required items for our completed application to Temple would be submitting the common application. This is going to include whether you're going to apply with your test scores or you're going to apply test optional. Temple has been test optional since 2015. Your application fee of $55 unless you qualify for a fee waiver. And then the last and most important thing is self-reporting your high school transcripts. Once you apply to Temple, you'll get 2 emails from us. One 24 hours after you submit the Common App saying that we received it, 24 hours after that, so a total of 48 hours, you will receive another email from us asking you to create your TU portal account, which is where you will self-report your high school transcripts. And that will then make your application completed. That one application is going to get you 3 different decisions: acceptance decision, merit scholarship, as well as the honors program. If you see yourself potentially wanting to be a Temple owl, we hope that you definitely schedule an on-campus tour and register for one of those, or potentially one of our fall preview days that we are hosting both in person and virtually. If you have any questions, definitely ask those questions through the Q&A, and I'll drop my contact information in the chat. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Temple University. We will now have Marymount University.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Benjamin Blue. I am a admissions counselor here at Marymount University. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with everyone, and we're going to get started on the presentation. I do want to thank you just for taking time out of your evening to attend. So bear with me just one moment. Awesome. So Marymount University, we are a 4-year liberal arts private Catholic university located about 5 miles from Washington, D.C., and really north of Virginia. And so quite often we get students who are interested in living within the D.C. area, getting a feel, students traveling from out of state, students traveling from really across the globe are interested in our institution. We are a close-knit community, a little over 2,300 undergraduate students. But with that being said, that really means you're building that close and intimate connection with your professor. Our student-faculty ratio is about 12-to-1. So it does mean that you're building that connection with your professor. We're a liberal arts school, so you have until your 3rd year, your junior year, to decide what you want to study. One thing I think that differentiates us from many schools is that once you know what you're interested in, we do have pathways for you. Not just so you're able to graduate and we know what classes you're taking from day one, but we have a 3+3 program. We have +1 program. So you're not just coming to Marymount for an undergraduate degree, you're coming to Marymount for a master's degree. You're coming to Marymount for a PhD degree. And so I do think that's something that definitely makes us stand out. In terms of one of our core values is a global perspective, and that really embodies just the amount of international students that are attending our institution. And so we have close to 17% of students that attend Marymount University that are identified as international students. And they're coming from all over the globe. And so if that's something that piques your interest, or study abroad, just know that Marymount University may be a good fit for you. And I'll talk a little bit about those study abroad options later. One thing here that stands out, 97% of our students do receive some financial aid. And we guarantee admission scholarships for all of our incoming first-year students. Now, all 4 years as a Marymount student, you will be staying on campus. It ranges from residence halls to apartment-style housing. Your junior, senior year, you can actually live in our Rixey Boston Center, which is, I like to call it fancy smancy housing. But it's really luxury class apartments. And so that's something excited that you'll be looking forward to. Here are some of our more popular programs of study. Nursing is our biggest major. You would not think of that, just us being so close to Washington, D.C., but it is a popular major, especially now, just while we're in the COVID pandemic more than ever. Outside of that, health sciences is a pretty popular major. Students who are interested in pre-medicine, pre-veterinary, things of that nature. We do have a physical therapy scholars program, which is a guaranteed acceptance into our physical therapy, our doctorate of physical therapy program. And so high school students or high school seniors are applying to this program and they're being admitted, and there's guaranteed admission into our doctorate program, which is awesome. That's something you can brag about over the Halloween, Thanksgiving, even the Christmas table with friends and family. Another popular program, information technology. Students who are interested in computer science, building websites, even video game development, or students who are interested in cybersecurity. We are kind of in like the nation's global capital for cybersecurity. There's hundreds of cybersecurity firms within Northern Virginia. We're a few miles from the Pentagon, so that makes perfect sense. So if you ever thought about that or you have an interest, Marymount University may be a good fit for you. One other program is popular business management, business administration. That's extremely popular. Our students intern at Capital One. Amazon's headquarters, their HQ2 headquarters, are actually located in Arlington, Virginia. So guess where our students are interning as Marymount students? They're interning at Amazon. So those are just a few programs we have. But these are those pathways that I talked about earlier. If you know you're interested in law school, you can come to Marymount and spend 3 years as an undergraduate student, and your senior year as a Marymount student is actually your first year at Catholic University Law School. That's just one partnership pathway we have for our Marymount students. And so definitely take a screenshot of this. This is being recorded, so you can always go back and check this out. I'm going to drop my information in the chat later for you. One other thing I want to touch on is just those internships. Our students intern at the FBI, State Department. They intern, if you're interested in like sports management, they intern at the WNBA, NBA teams. I'm not saying that these local Washington teams are any good, but it's a great experience for sure. So these are just a few popular ones that our students have interned in the past. If you're interested in fashion, our students intern some of the top like fashion corporations within the DMV area. Same thing with interior design even. One last thing I want to touch on, study abroad. That's an option for many of our students. You can go for a year, you can go for a semester, you can go for a month, you can even go for 10 days before the school year starts. All right. And the application is free. We've made that change due to COVID. And because of COVID, we are no longer taking test scores. So SAT, ACT, we're 100% test blind. We don't require your test scores in order to give you a scholarship, to invite you to an honors program. So I'm going to drop my info in the chat. If you're interested in learning more, just reach out to me. I'm always available. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marymount University. We will now have the University of Tampa.
Hi, everybody. My name is Julia LaFond. I am the admissions counselor at the University of Tampa. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen here. Awesome. So again, good afternoon. My name is Julia LaFond. I overlook students who are from the Tampa Bay area, pretty much Tampa, all the way down to Naples, Florida, and all of Orlando. So I'm super excited to be speaking with you all today. I'm just going to go into a little bit of information about UT. I will be providing my information at the end of this presentation. Just a heads up for all of the students who are here today who are interested in applying to UT, if you haven't already, I will be providing you all with a $40 application fee waiver just to say thank you again for attending. You'll just need to shoot me an email once this night is over. So just hopping into it, the University of Tampa is a medium-sized private and independent university located in the heart of downtown Tampa. We have a really great campus. We do have the best of both worlds. We have a secluded campus feel with no major city streets running through the middle of campus. And our students do have access to one of the best metropolitan cities in the state of Florida. Our students can walk across the Hillsborough Bridge, be it jobs or internships, in 10 minutes, while other students at other local universities do have to drive about 45 minutes, sometimes an hour with traffic into downtown. We were ranked the safest college campus in the state of Florida. We're currently number 19 in the United States, and we do have about 9,800 students. That makes us medium sized. For a private institution, we are considered private since all of our students from in-state and out-of-state pay the same amount of tuition, and we're independent because we don't have any political or religious affiliations. So hopping into academics, the average class size at UT is about 22 students. So you're not going to be in a massive auditorium with 500 people in your math class. It's just not how we work at UT. So we do have a 1:17 faculty to student ratio. So the professors will get to know your name and they will know if you skip class. So please don't skip class, of course. Only 4% of our classes have 40 or more students. Those are going to be more of like your gen ed bio or your gen ed chemistry courses, things that all of our students at the University of Tampa do have to take before they graduate from UT. I will just touch on some of our accreditations also shown on the slide here. One of my favorites is the AACSB accreditation. It's one of the highest business accreditations any school can have. We were ranked as the number 7 top in the top 25 business schools in the United States. So just to keep in mind if you are looking to go into the business realm. We do like to say we have students from Massachusetts to Madagascar. UT represents 135 countries from around the world and all 50 states. We are very proud of our diversity. 70% of our students come from out of state, mostly the Northeast. 20% of our students come from Florida, and then the other 10% are international students. We do have about 200 different areas of study at the University of Tampa. Some of our more popular majors include international business, biology, and environmental science, and then the list goes on. As of right now, we were ranked one of the top nursing schools in the state of Florida. We've had a 100% pass rate on the NCLEX exam. The past 7 of 8 years, we've had the program on our campus, and we are connected to Tampa General Hospital, which is one of the best hospitals in the United States right now as well. So again, 200 awesome areas of study. I often get asked if we have architecture, engineering, or culinary. Unfortunately, we don't have any of those programs, but again, 200 other awesome areas. So the admissions requirement at the University of Tampa, we do look for about a 3.4 unweighted GPA. We do accept above and below that, though. We take a holistic approach when evaluating students. We'll need all of your official transcripts when you're applying to UT, an essay, a letter of recommendation. And as of right now, we are a test blind university. We do accept the Common App, the Coalition application, and the University of Tampa application as well. So again, just when you're applying to UT, these are the requirements that you will need. I will also note that if you decide to take 2 years at a community college and you're looking to transfer back into UT, we do accept transfer students. We are a very, very transfer credit friendly university. So if you're applying via transfer to the University of Tampa, you'll need all of your collegiate transcripts, an AA degree, and if you don't have an AA degree, you will need all of your official high school transcripts. So when it comes to applying to UT, be sure to apply early, apply often is what I say. Just be proactive in your application process because deadlines creep up pretty quick nowadays. So we do have something called early action. So early action 1 and 2, if you apply by a certain date, it's normally about a month turnaround for that decision to be released to you. So if you apply early action 1 by November 15th, you'll hear from us December 20th. Early action 2, apply by January 15th, hear from us February 20th. And we do have regular decision March 1st. If you apply with your completed application, you'll hear from us on April 1st. May 1st now is the college decision deadline. So that is the last day to submit your deposit and get in all of your documentation needed for the upcoming semester. So this is what it comes down to for the cost of attendance at the University of Tampa. This is the current cost for this current academic year, but very rarely do our families ever pay this sticker price. The average amount of the average amount of financial aid that students get at the University of Tampa is about $18,000, and 92% of our students do receive financial aid. We do offer a variety of merit scholarships as well. So all of our students are evaluated for a merit scholarship when they apply to UT. We also offer departmental scholarships, and of course, be sure to fill out your FAFSA. We do accept different federal grants and loans. And of course, graduation is obviously the goal. 95% of our students do report achieving their post-grad goals 6 months after graduating, whether that be stepping into the job, internship, or grad school of their first choice, again, within the first 6 months of graduating UT. Again, thank you all so much for attending this presentation tonight. Feel free to shoot me an email at jlafond@ut.edu, and I will send you that $40 application fee waiver.
Thank you, UT. We will now have Washington and Jefferson College.
All right. So, hi guys, my name is Nicole. I'm an Associate Director of Admission, and I'm just gonna dive right in. Again, I'll share my contact information just like everybody else said. So look for that in the chat if you have some follow-up questions. But where are we located? We're located in Washington, Pennsylvania, which is down in the bottom left-hand corner of the state of Pennsylvania. Right here highlighted is the County of Washington because we are the county seat. So there's a lot of hustle and bustle happening in the area of the college. We have a lot of locally owned shops, restaurants, businesses. We have a farmer's market every week. There's a Target and a Walmart within a mile of campus. So everything you need is right there. However, we are a very quick 20-25-minute drive into the city of Pittsburgh. So if you're looking for that small town feel, you definitely have it. If you're looking for that big city feel, you have that as well. And we're very close to a number of other large cities, some of whom are on the call today. And that provides opportunities for some weekend getaways with friends, or the college may sponsor some different activities in these cities as well. Always something for our students to get into. Picture of downtown Pittsburgh and some information about the city. If you're not familiar, we're a #1 travel destination for your generation, a #1 city for young people. We're also consistently ranked one of the most affordable cities. So it's a great place for our students to stick around after they graduate and get that big city experience working for, whatever company they're interested in working for. We were founded in 1781. We're one of the oldest colleges in the country. We are Washington, the city, is actually the first city named after George Washington in the entire country. So lots of history in the area as well. And you'll see thriving together a lot on our publications, on our website, and through our conversations, because that is our motto. We are a private liberal arts education. We have about 1,100 students total on our campus, 9-to-1 student faculty ratio. About 80% of our classes have less than 20 students in them. I think the biggest class I've heard of is 35, maybe 40 students, and that is one of those freshman bio or chemistry courses. Almost all of our professors have terminal degrees, which means they've gone as far as they can in their area of expertise, and they are teaching in that area. So they really know what they're talking about. And we'll talk about study abroad in just a minute. Here are all of our academic programs, majors and minors. Every single student will come into the college undeclared. You'll have until the end of your sophomore year to officially declare your major. And when you do declare, whether it be freshman year, sophomore year, you will declare 2 areas of study. So whether you do a double major or a major and a minor, or any combination of majors and minors, you will graduate with 2 areas of study, and you will do some type of practical learning experience in both or all of those areas as well. Our most popular majors are business administration, accounting, economics, political science, and psychology. But we are most well known for our success in pre-health and pre-law. We've had over 90% placement into law school, medical school, and allied health schools for over 20 years now. For our education program, we've never had a student who doesn't pass the Pennsylvania state teaching exams. And then our engineering school, our engineering program is a 3-2 program with Case Western Reserve University, Columbia University, University of Pittsburgh, and Washington University. So you'll graduate in 5 years with 2 bachelor's degrees, one from us and one from the partnership school. The Magellan Project is one of the 3 ways that students can study abroad. It's an opportunity to develop your own passion project anywhere in the world, and the college will fund you to complete that experience. So there's some examples on the screen. There's a bunch more on our website as well, if this is something that's interesting to you. but you can do it domestically or abroad. And it truly is whatever you want it to be. So it can be academic, it can be career related, or it can just be about your family heritage or who you are and what you're interested in. You can explore some hobbies or do an internship that's just like a dream internship somewhere in the world. The college will pay for you to complete that experience. You can also study abroad for anywhere from 2 weeks during J term to a full year or a full semester. You can study abroad as early as January of your freshman year, the Magellan Project as early as summer after your freshman year, and then a full semester or full year as early as first semester of your sophomore year. If you like studying abroad, you can do 4 J terms, 3 Magellan projects, and either 4 full semesters or 2 full years abroad. So we have a lot of opportunities, and we have students graduate every year who have done it all. We do have, over 80 clubs and organizations, including performing arts, academic clubs, athletic organizations, community service-based organizations, religious organizations, special interest groups, publications, arts, something for everybody to get involved in, and lots of leadership opportunities across campus. We have 26 NCAA Division III sports, very competitive in our President's Athletic Conference. We also have a holistic advising process, which is a lot to get into, but just to make it simple, you'll have 4 advisors coming in as your freshman year. Those people will be there for you all 4 years. You're only going to add to that number, but our Center for Career and Professional Pathways and Center for Ethical Leadership will be immersed into your curriculum. So you'll have some experience in those 2 areas as well. Lots of experience, for that being said. 97% of our students are enrolled in graduate school or continue or working within 6 months of graduation. There's those law school acceptance rates, those pre-health acceptance rates, a little bit of everything there for you. And our application opens August 1st every year. We're a member of the Common App and we have our own application. All we require is your high school transcript. Everything else is optional. You'll receive your admission decision 2 weeks after we receive your application and your transcript. Here are all of our scholarships. Every single accepted student will receive at least one, so not a single student pays that sticker price. And here's some important dates for you as well. I'll put my contact information in the chat, so feel free to reach out, but we hope that you'll come visit us virtually or in person soon.
Thank you, Washington and Jefferson College. We'll now have the University of North Florida.
Hi, everyone. Just give me one quick second. I'm going to share my screen with you all. Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us all today. We really appreciate you taking the time, come and hear a little bit more about the University of North Florida. So just a little bit about us, if you are not familiar. University of North Florida is located up in Jacksonville. We are a 4-year public institution. We have about 17,000 total students, 15,000 undergraduates. So we are heavily undergraduate focused at UNF. That really benefits our undergraduate students as they get to participate in things such as research that can be saved for, graduate students at bigger universities. Build up that resume while also receiving that bachelor's degree. Campus itself is located in a nature preserve, so you're able to go out on our nature trails, go for a hike, go canoeing and kayaking right on campus. We do also have an Osprey Challenge course, which is a high ropes course along with a zip line that our students are able to go out in. But we're also 20 minutes away from downtown. So you're able to go downtown to be able to see some of these, get those internships, depending on what you're looking to do, get some of those research opportunities, but again, still be able to go out and go for a canoe right on campus. Campus itself is also 15 minutes away from the beach, and we do have a 19-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So you'll get to know your professors, but more importantly, your professors will get to know you. So if you do have any questions regarding assignments they give out, you feel comfortable going and talk to them about that. But they're also facets of the Jacksonville community and always have, their eyes and ears on what's going on around the city. So if you are looking for those internships, they're great letters of recommendation, but also they know what's going on. And then if you have any interest in regards to research, they maybe do something you're interested in, or they may know another professor at UNF who's doing that. So, building that relationship is really only going to benefit you while you're at UNF, but also after UNF as well. We do have over 100 different majors within our 5-degree awarding colleges. So there's a wide variety of opportunities depending on where you're looking to major in. I do like to point out a couple that we're most well known for. Our Coast Marine Biology program at UNF. Our students are able to go out, get that undergraduate research on the St. Johns River, our intercoastal waterways, and the Atlantic Ocean. Jacksonville is prime location for students who are interested in coastal marine biology. And if you are interested in, getting that real experience, monitoring dolphin behavior, tagging sharks, for example, or if you're interested in something like shark biology or invasive species, a lot of opportunities for that. Our music performance program is very well known as well. Our students have gone out and done study abroad and played at places like Carnegie Hall and the Vatican, for example, but also work with world-renowned faculty and staff members at UNF. And then our ASL and interpreting program. Jacksonville is about 30 minutes away from St. Augustine, which is home for the Florida School for the Deaf and the Blind. So if you are interested in ASL and interpreting at the teaching level, our students are able to go out, participate in the classroom at these places. In general, our education students go out in the classroom their very first semester at UNF. You know, we think it's important in general to get that real world experience, but also particularly for our education students, you know, really knowing what you're getting into, but also that you feel extremely comfortable going into your very first semester in your classroom after graduation. So we do have over 200 clubs and organizations on campus. So there's a ton of ways for you to get involved. You name it, we probably have it at UNF. Some of these are, you know, more of the academic clubs. So if you're looking at, you know, meeting a group of friends who have similar career goals to you, there are those, but there are some that are just for fun. Along with that, you know, we have 28 Greek fraternities and sororities on campus as well. And then identity-based club, faith-based clubs, you name it, probably have it. And then our Osprey Life and Productions also is home to all the fun stuff that goes on around campus. So that could be different food trucks we bring free for students right onto campus, different weekly events such as, you know, trivia nights, grocery bingo, things like that. We do also have semesterly events such as Ozfest, where we have, you know, comedians and concerts on campus that are available for our students, along with, you know, things like homecoming around our basketball team and the week of welcome for your very first week at UNF. We do have 19 Division I sports teams. So if you are interested in competing at the Division I level, there's some options for that. But we do also have club sports and intramural sports that I definitely recommend. You know, if you're looking to just have some fun, get a group of your friends together, intramural sports are going to be a great way for you to meet people at UNF. So in regards to our application, it is currently open for seniors. So if you haven't started it yet, definitely recommend it. We do accept our institutional application, which is on our website, along with the common application as well. These are our current application materials here. So I definitely recommend, like I said, seniors get the application in early. That gives you the most amount of chance for scholarships at UNF. Our application deadline is well into the spring term, but again, that gives you the best possible chance for scholarships. We do have automatic scholarships that you'll be considered for when you submit the application, but we are looking at, you know, high school transcripts and ACT or SAT test scores to render our admissions decision. And if you are a junior in the room, application opens up June 1st every year. So you're able to get that application in early. If you come to campus, attend one of our Apply in July events, which is something we happened over the summer, we can provide you a decision, before you even start your senior year. So, kind of gets the weight off your shoulders in regards to the application process. If you haven't come to campus before, I definitely recommend coming and taking a campus tour. We do offer in-person campus tours along with virtual tours, and this really benefits you because you're able to hear from current students, their experiences, why they love UNF, and they're extremely passionate. So I definitely recommend coming and taking a tour of campus just to get a sense and a feel, one, if you haven't been up to Jacksonville, but also why they chose to come to UNF and why they are staying there. All right, so that is it for me. So this is my contact information up here. If you want to take a picture of this, it has my email address and phone number. Always happy to answer them, and I will put it in the chat as well.
Thank you so much, UNF. We will now have the University of Mississippi.
Awesome, thank you. All righty, go get my presentation pulled up. Hey everybody, my name is Peyton Spear. I'm the Florida Regional Admissions Counselor for the University of Mississippi. And again, like everybody has said, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate your time. Just a little bit about Ole Miss. So we have about 22,000 students in total, but about 18,000 students on campus. And why I point that out, we're actually the second smallest school in the SEC. So when you compare us to, Florida's of the world, Alabama, we are on that smaller end, and just right behind Vanderbilt. So at Ole Miss, you can get that smaller school feel, if you will, but you get all those perks that come with the large SEC state school as well, which is nice. Oxford, where we're located, is just an hour south of Memphis, Tennessee. We're ranked one of the best college towns in America. And just a couple of weeks ago, ESPN just ranked us the #1 college town, which we're really proud of. But top 100 public university nationally, and then consistently ranked most beautiful campus in the country. So about Oxford, Oxford itself has about 27,000 residents. So in the fall and the spring, we pretty much double the size of the town. So if you're looking for that small quintessential Southern college town experience, Oxford is that place. It's known for its culinary, its food, its music. It's just a really great place and a neat place to be that embraces the university. The town was actually built around the university itself, which is neat. So we are actually named also Oxford, England, which is cool. So the top left-hand side of the screen, England donated 2 double-decker buses to us. So if you ever get a chance to visit Oxford, that is actually what you tour the town in, which is cool, the double-decker buses. And if I can tell you that anything to me at all, I named my golden retriever Oxford after the experience that I had as a student at Ole Miss. So traveling to campus, we have over 400 student organizations, so lots of ways to get involved on campus. And this is such a great way to kind of really dive into that culture. As someone who went to Ole Miss all the way from California, it was a great way for me to just get to know fellow students and faculty. So Ole Miss, lots of opportunity to do that. Some of our schools and colleges that we have are Patterson School of Accountancy, Applied Sciences, Business, Education, Engineering, General Studies, Liberal Arts, Journalism, and New Media. And then with these said, and School of Pharmacy as well. But with that being said, our most popular are probably our Business Administration, Education, Engineering, and then our College of Liberal Arts as well. Something else that's unique at Ole Miss, let me see if I can get to my next screen. Froze on me, jump back. Let's try that again. There we go. Perfect. Thanks. So some special programs that we offer, we do have Arabic and a Chinese flagship program. We have a Center for Intelligence and Security Studies for anybody in the FBI, CIA type of work. Center for Manufacturing Excellence is a 12,000 square foot manufacturing facility for our engineering students. Our Croft Institute for International Studies, Mississippi teaching program. If you're wanting to teach within the state of Mississippi for 5 years, once you graduate, if you get into this program, all your tuition, food, housing, everything's covered while you're a student at Ole Miss. We have early entry programs into our pharmacy and our nursing school. We have our Sally McDonald Barksdale Honors College, and then our Trent Lott Leadership Institute for anybody interested in public policy. We have over 90 majors, so lots to choose from, and I won't go through them all, but just to point out a few, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, we have our School of Journalism and New Media. So we have Integrated Marketing Communications, which is the study of social media. We have the largest IMC program in the country, and our most popular major right now, I would say. Our School of Accountancy, our accountancy major is top 10 in the nation. College of Liberal Arts would be our biological sciences and our chemistry. We are an R1 research institution as well, which puts us in that top 2.5% in the country. School of Business Administration, Applied Sciences, Education, and Engineering. But what I will point out on the bottom left-hand side of the screen are pre-professional areas. So pre-dental, therapy, occupational therapy, whatever it may be. We have the #3 health profession advising office in the country. And this office works with you from your freshman year all the way to the time that you graduate. And they're there with you to assist you with test prep, interview prep, and then placement into your respective school, PT school, OT school, whatever that may be, which is nice. You have that really great support. Some campus resources on campus. You'll definitely eat well when you're at Ole Miss, but we have 2 recreation facilities. We have career centers as well. Centers, so lots of good resources and good support. And then when tuition as well, you can see that located right in the middle of this. It does put us in the top 50 public universities for best value. And about 80% of our students do receive some type of financial aid. But speaking of scholarships and aid, what we do offer is our academic merit scholarship here. So I'll talk about how to apply on the next screen, but just stopping here for a second. When applying, we aren't looking at a test score. However, we will look at a test score for scholarship purposes. So what you see here, again, that academic merit scholarship, you need at least a 3.0 GPA and then a 25 ACT or a 1200 SAT, where you'll receive some automatic merit. Plus, some of our departments or our different schools will offer competitive scholarships, which are stackable as well. And then looking at the admissions process, if you apply, we will get a decision to you within about 2 to 3 weeks. So when you apply to Ole Miss, all we need is a transcript and an application. We will not be looking at test scores, no essay needed, just a transcript and an application. And then when you apply for our scholarships, that's when we'll look at test scores and then a potential essay as well. So trying to keep it simple, we do have an institutional app, and then we are on the Common App as well. So whatever's easier for you. Last but not least, we'd love for you to come visit. So please do that. You can book that online up to 8 weeks in advance. I have my contact information here, which I'll drop in the chat as well. But again, thank you guys so much for your time. Hotty toddy.
Thank you so much, Ole Miss. If we could have all of the institutions join us back on video so that we can commence a quick Q&A. So we'll start with Temple University. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
That's a great one. I think my biggest advice, and always and forever, is the earlier the better to get on as many college university campuses as possible. I feel as though you're going to get this feeling that when you're on the campus, you're going to know whether you are going to fit in, or if you know right when you step on that campus during that campus tour, if you're not going to fit in there for that next 4 years. So the earlier the better to get on those college and university campuses, I think that is the best advice that I could give a student.
Thank you. Marymount University, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
I think the biggest thing I want students to remember is how we made them feel after their campus visit. And so if we made them feel like home, that was our goal. And so hopefully that's what they remember from visiting us. Marymount is just an extended family.
For the University of Tampa, what is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admission process?
That is a great question. One myth. I think you stumped me on that one. I would have to say, like, when it comes to just the deadlines, when there's no consequences for deadlines, we have definitely seen some students who have missed deadlines, and unfortunately deadlines have consequences. So just be on top of everything. Any deadlines that are approaching, again, deadlines do have consequences. So just keep that in mind.
Thank you so much. I may have stumped you, but you answered it correctly. So appreciate that. Washington and Jefferson College, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the one positive that we all got out of this pandemic is all of the virtual opportunities that colleges are offering, and just the chance that you have to really visit a school before you pack your suitcase, get on a plane, and go visit the school. So definitely check those out, take advantage of them. I know probably all the schools on this call right now have put a lot of hard work into making sure those are available for you. So take advantage of our hard work and check it out, kind of taste test before you decide to come and visit in real time.
Thank you. University of North Florida, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
Yeah, so one big thing that we really pride ourselves on UNF is opportunities to get involved outside of the classroom. So, finding any way that could be, we want to make sure that you are getting the most out of your experience. So internships, study abroad, undergraduate research. I know for myself, getting those real world experiences is something that only benefited me, and something that, after you graduate, you're going to be really excited that you had these opportunities. So that's something that I would recommend.
Thank you. And the University of Mississippi, if you could go ahead and close us out with one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admissions process.
Yeah, I would probably say, at least with Ole Miss, but that one bad grade might ruin your chances of getting in, into university. At least with Ole Miss, we like to see progress, or we'll continue to work with the student. They're not quite there, at our requirements just yet. So I would say that's it. But don't be afraid to apply. Go ahead and apply.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So I'd love to thank the panelists individually, and I'd like to thank the audience for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey, and we'd really like for you, excuse me, and we'd really appreciate any feedback that you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Manatee District Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much and have a great one.